Well, hello everyone. Hi, my name is Etta, and yeah, welcome to my channel. Um, if you like this video, I ask that you subscribe, hit the like button, and also hit the notification bells. Lately, I've been making videos pretty often, but I normally do them, on I normally try to upload on Wednesdays. But I am here on this day to share with you an experience that I just went through. And I wanted to share this with you all so you'll know what to do when you run across this type of situation. Okay. I went into Target and I ran into this lady as I was coming out of the ladies' room at Target. And she spoke, and I spoke back, and so she was like, she said, it's just something about you. She said, spirit just looked like, I just want to speak with you. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm saying, okay, this lady's spiritual. So she and I conversated. She was just telling me about some of her life experiences and the things that has happened to her in her life. I think she was saying that she had like a near death experience, and she also have had. She was sharing to me that she used to be a drug dealer, and she used to, be out in the streets and things of that nature. And she also said that she was in the church, coming up, and she said God told her to move out of the church, so that he could start using her in other ways. And I was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I've had the same thing happen to me. I said, I went to church all my life, and I went to church for 40 years. And when I was at the age of 40, you know God told me it was time for me to move out. So, but anyway, and I think that was pretty much about the only thing I had to say. But this lady, you know it's like she was saying things to me, saying spirit was relating these things to her. She said, you have boys, don't you? I said, yeah, I have two boys. And so, she was just going on conversating and stuff. So we conversated for a while. But the thing is that I could very seldom share my experience with her. It was just all about her. She just wanted to just and she just talk, and I couldn't get a word in. And so I sit there and listen to her for a while, and then I try to say something and couldn't say no more than about two or three words. And she just kept going on and on, telling me about this truck like ran into her and all that. Okay, so I sit there and I listen to her, and all of a sudden I just started to get uneasy. I started to begin to feel weak, and and I was like, it was time for me to move on, because let me tell you this: when you have someone that when you conversate and the conversation is all about them, and you can't get a chance to share your experiences with them, because you relate with it, you have been through some of the same things that they have, and they don't want to listen to you. They just want to constantly go on and on about them. So I don't think she, exactly knew what she was doing, but eventually I knew what it was. She was the type that just wanted everything to be about her. And like I said, we all have things to share. But when you're having a conversation, you should always give the other person a chance to say something, and when she was telling me about she like had that accident, I want to tell her about the same thing I had. She was telling me about spirit spoke to her and told her and I was like, oh yeah, but I could not share my experience with her. So it was like a draining effect. She was draining me as I was standing there, and I started to feel weak. And I told her, I said, look, because I sat there and listened to this woman for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. And after I started to feel weak, Spirit told me it's time to go. So I told her, I said, look, in which I did. I had somewhere else I had to be. And I told her, I said, look, I said, I'm going to have to go. I said, I got to go. And she said, she said, oh, okay, okay. And, uh, and she was telling me about my son. She said, "Oh, you have a son, but you're staying on your knees." And but I didn't realize what she said until afterwards. And like what she was saying that I was staying on my knees praying about my son. But that's not true. And I wanted to, when I realized what she was saying, that I had left. But anyway, you have to be mindful when you conversate with people. Like I said, I don't think she meant no harm, but it was just maybe how some people just talk, and don't you can't get a word in. It's just like they putting everything off on you. It's like you're their dumping ground. So I get that quite a bit. I get that quite a bit. People will just stop me, and just so I have people to come up to me. They'll just stop me and want to talk, and they'll just tell me about their most personal business, and they don't know nothing about me, and uh, and I get that quite often. And I think it's what it is that they see something in me. They see my light shining, and they want some of that light. They want to have some type of hope or some type of inspiration. But when a person does that and you can't get a word in edgewise, you can't share with them, you need to cut the conversation short, because what they're doing, they're draining you. And like I said, sometimes I think most people don't realize it, but you have some do. So be mindful. And what I've learned when you talk to people like that, and they're saying things, cross your arms. Just like when you cross your arms to stop that energy from going in you, and try not to look them in their eyes. Try to look at them maybe at the tip of their nose, or up in their forehead or something like that, because this stuff is real. This people draining your energy. It's real. Like I said, sometimes they don't realize what they're doing, but we have to be mindful of their things because it's our energy. And I normally have Florida water, and I have some at home. I got to get me a little bottle to because I usually keep it with me to spray. When you run into stuff like that, you need to get that energy off you, because this energy is trying to stick to you. Take some deep. That's why I'm out here in the park now. You have to take some deep breaths, and release and let that go, and do an external sweep. Since I don't have my Florida water, I just do an external sweep of myself to get that off, get that energy off of me. So that's why I wanted to share that with you all. If you like me, I run into that quite often. But like I said, when you run into people like that, to where it's all about them, and they don't want to listen to what you have to say, cut it short. All right. You all take care, be blessed, and have a great day. Bye for now. And get out in the park, especially if today, look at all this green lush. I just did a video finding a green feather, but when you're talking about nature, all this beautiful healing energy here, look at the trees. See, everything is so pretty and green. So get out today if you can. Get out and get some fresh air. It feels so good out here, breathing in that good prana, and just releasing and let go of all things that no longer serve you. All right. Have a good day. Bye for now.